My hair is a mess, my apartment's a mess, the world's a mess. So let's do another unboxing. So I got this in the mail a few days ago, and don't worry, it's all disinfected. So I'm gonna just unbox it right now, right before your very eyes. It's real time here. It's the Apple Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro. Here's the little pull tab. Well, that was unsuccessful. Okay, here's some more. There we go. Well, it smells like magic. It smells new. So it's very stiff.
Very stiff.
And here's the keyboard. It's supposed to just, like magic. And then you do this, and now it's like a little floating. I have to say, it looks pretty cool. I'm curious to see how well it types. I mean, that's kind of the main reason why I bought this. Here's the keyboard. It looks very pretty. And it also has a trackpad. Shuts like that. And it's like a little cover. All right, I'm gonna give this a try and let you know how it feels. Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of my unboxing and review of the Apple Magic Keyboard case for the iPad. So I've had a few days to spend with it so far, and here are my thoughts. It's really well designed, and when I put my iPad on it, it feels like a completely different device. The Magic Keyboard is powered by the iPad, so you don't have to charge it separately. And there's a USB-C pass-through on the side, which is only used for charging. The location makes sense and keeps the power cord fairly hidden from view. It definitely looks better than having the cord on the side of the iPad. And also, because now the iPad's USB-C port is free, you can attach other peripherals to it, such as an SD card adapter, like the one I have here. Unfortunately, it no longer fits on my iPad when it's attached to the keyboard. It also uses a smart connector on the iPad, so there's no Bluetooth connection and you don't have to pair it with anything. It just works the moment you open the case. So one thing to keep in mind is you have to make sure you have the latest iOS update on your iPad. If you don't, then it won't recognize your keyboard at all. I found out the hard way, but once I figured it out, it connected flawlessly. Typing on the keyboard is surprisingly good, even with this 11-inch model. It has the clickety-clack of a solid tactile keyboard. It has 1mm of key travel, which is the same as the MacBook Air and Pro. And while slightly cramped on the 11-inch model, I could still type pretty well, and I'm sure my typing will improve as my hands get used to the keyboard over time. It also has an inverted T for the arrow keys, which results in better navigation. The Magic Keyboard really has enhanced the iPad, from typing notes to video editing and multitasking. Also, the trackpad is surprisingly helpful and makes editing text a lot easier. Other keyboard features include a pop-up shortcuts menu when you press and hold the command button, which is really nice, and also a caps lock light, which is awesome. In addition to the backlit keyboard, there's also a hidden feature I just discovered. Check it out. I can make my fingers disappear. Magic. Now, it is a bit heavy, but because of its sleek design, it doesn't feel that bad at all. I could absolutely travel with this. And while in quarantine, even though I can't take this anywhere, I can take it everywhere in my apartment. Like on my couch, in my chair, in my bed, in my bathtub. So the Magic Keyboard is not perfect. There are a few cons. For one, it's odd that there's no escape key or any kind of volume control buttons. I do miss those. And also the keyboard and trackpad settings are kind of weirdly buried. For the keyboard, you have to go to Settings, General, Keyboard, and then Hardware Keyboard. And for the trackpad settings, those are under the General Settings, but then there's also pointer settings under Accessibility, Pointer Control, where you can set trackpad inertia and scrolling speed, which you would think would be under the trackpad screen under the general settings. So perhaps they'll relocate those in the next software update. But despite those cons, this is hands down not only the best external keyboard for any tablet, but it is the best accessory that you can buy for your iPad for your money. And when I say for your money, I mean for all of your money, because it ain't cheap. but I think it's worth it because it really does transform your iPad into a serious productivity machine. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.